YouTube, this is just Mika signing in. Thanks for logging on. Answer questions. This series is going to be about dating and relationships and being a single mom in 2017 and being plus size and BBW and SSBBW while dating and being a single mom in 2017. So stay tuned. Hey YouTube, it's just Mika. So this part of the series is knowing that it's time to date. I knew that it was time to date before my previous situation ended. And why did I know that? Because of the fact that it was going to end. I saw where it was going. It was time for that to end. And did I need to mourn over that ending? I feel like I mourned as it was ending, because it wasn't easy. You see it; it's a roller coaster, and now it's come down, and you're like it never went back up. So those little bits that are taking place, okay, that's nice. Maybe we could hold on. Oh damn. Oh, okay, great. Oh damn. Right, and then at one point it just flatlines, and you're like, okay. My head was like, it's time to go. And my heart, she was the one fighting. But my head the whole time was seeing what was going on with me and with everything else. And so I got to know myself in that time as it was ending for me. So do I know what I want? I do know what I want. So knowing that it's time to date, as when that ended, I started dating. I didn't take a break. I wasn't running a marathon. As your relationship normally ends, it's not a surprise. It's something that took time. You might notice, yo, we haven't kissed in a long time. We haven't done anything in a long time. We don't text anymore. We don't call anymore. Every time we call, it's an argument. And after a while, you just become numb. And you just are not in a relationship anymore, but you're still in it for the sake of, until you speak up and say it's over. So you're already mourned. That's how I view it. All that struggle that took place in the end, you were mourning. You were fighting this. You were fighting this so much for it not to end. You were fighting. You were putting up all you could. But at the end, you're like, you know what? Peace be with you, my friend. I'm talking to the relationship. That is not how I end things. And it takes me a long time to end things. End things anyway. So knowing that it's time to date, I just took that leap. I use social media in terms of like a dating profile. I always had one. Like, I don't want to say any particular names. I'm not here promoting any websites. But I was like on 2 websites. And now I was actually actively looking to date, being more available to the world. My friend is calling me. And I was answering messages, and I was actually giving my cell phone number. Things I wouldn't do before. Right? So this time I decided, okay, I'm going to go on a date. Or I'm going to talk to somebody. And the issue is you need to know what you want. Right? You go out there and now you're like a fawn out in the meadow and there are like 18 lions around and you're like, I just want to be, no, you want to live. You need to know what you want. You need to know that you could dash from this point to the other point. That's how I see it. So now I'm out in this meadow and there are lions out there and I'm trying to chill with the other fawns. So you gotta know how to weed out those lions. This is bad lion versus fawn issue. But anyway, so I had to know what I wanted, and I wanted to survive in the dating world. And so I put on that, okay, this is what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for foolishness. I'm not looking for a one night stand. I'm not looking for any kind of calls, if you know what I mean. Um, I am looking for this kind of person and things like that. And that's kind of like how I went out. I went out saying, yeah, I want someone who's looking for something long term. I eventually would like to get married. But the issue with that is, as soon as you tell someone that, like you speak your mind. That's what I want, right? Oh, wait, I just met you. Yes, you did just meet me. I did not say I want to marry you. I'm telling you I would like to get married. So you know where I am up here. Because then when you've been with somebody for 3 years, if you're not the person you're thinking of marry, they're going to start complaining. You have the idea. Don't string people along. So that's where I was mentally. I came out. I spoke my mind. I'm looking for something long term. Yes, I would like to have more children. I have one daughter. She's old enough now. She's smart enough to understand. I don't sugarcoat anything for my child. If I'm who I am, yes, this is mommy. And later on in life, what's gonna happen, God's willing, is that this will happen. And my daughter is old. She understands. She's like, all right, I get it. No, you don't have a boyfriend. You're single. This is the case. And that's fine. She's capable of grasping that concept. And so a lot of parents, they'll say, I won't date because my child won't know this and my child won't know that. And they'll see this. What are they seeing? As long as you're smart enough not to bring home every person that you talk to on the phone, or, you balance your life in a way. And that's something I work, I go to school, I'm a mom. I'm lucky enough that my mom is in my life so she can watch my daughter. So I'm going to date. I'm going to start dating. You officially put it on the map and you do it. Right. So that's how I decided to start dating. Thanks for watching. Well, thanks for watching my video. You can comment. Please do. Rate, subscribe, and ask questions. Please be respectful. I just spoke about one topic. You can ask questions about it. You can ask me questions about my previous relationship. I will try to answer the best as possible without, putting anyone out there like that. I'll answer you about me. I answer you about my reactions, right? But I won't go into, oh my God, he does this all the time and things like that, or she, or anytime I am speaking about anything. It's about how I felt, my perspective on the situation. Definitely, I'm not here to bash anyone at all. That's not my style. I'm a very understanding person, so I'll leave you out of it in a way, in your own way. So that's how most of my videos, you know, will be when I'm talking about relationships and dating. So rate, comment, subscribe, and ask questions. I want to answer questions too. All right? Bye. Just Mika.